is time, my friends, to let Amazon take the wheel. I'm gonna be buying stuff from Amazon entirely based on what they give me as the top search result. Not counting ads and sponsor stuff, of course. Does Jeffy B really have my back? Well, there's only one way to find out.
The Z in Bezos stands for Zaddy.
Alex, good sir, give me the first search result that I'm going to have to purchase.
Let's see, what is the current best-selling game console?
Oh my God, this is the bestseller. At least it's not like a PS5 Pro. AI powered. I bet that's a great way to find good products, right?
Oh God.
All right, so the first thing is the Plaud Note Pro. It will record your meetings or whatever. You take photos with it, and then it streams it all to your phone and then uses AI to help summarize. I've never used this before, but I have seen a lot of people talk about it.
You should type in to see if there's a better version of the thing that you're wearing right now, smart glasses.
Smart glasses? They just look like dumb Ray-Bans. Look at the terrible Photoshop of this guy. Imagine you're this dude. Maybe AI generate better photos, you dinguses. Good laptop. Great laptop.
Simple laptop.
Simple laptop? That might be a toy, but I like it. Ah, it's an HP stream! No! What the hell's PC gonna be?
Yeah, what are people buying when they search for PC?
Dell Optiplex with a 3rd gen Core i5. Great laptop. Best laptop. That isn't too expensive. The Kaigerr store. It was manufactured on farms that protect the rights of workers. Is it a free range laptop? Let's do renewed phone. And it's a Galaxy S22. Now we've looked at Amazon Renewed in the past. It is, I will say, a little hit or miss. So with that, my friends, I think we have everything we need to see if abdicating all human responsibility and instead just trusting whatever Amazon feeds you is in fact a good idea. Let's hit that big old yellow checkout button and see exactly what Jeffy B and the boys have prepared for us. Jeffy B and the boys does sound like a kind of band you would listen to on a yacht.
We're super rich, 'cause we got a yacht.
Huge thanks to Dreame for being a fan of the channel and partnering with us to show you this, their bladeless fan MF10. This is one of the most advanced fans on the market that's built around human needs, not just gimmicks. The first thing you'll notice is that this fan doesn't have any traditional blades. That's great for safety, for both pets as well as keeping little Timmy from getting his fingers jammed in any blades. But the bladeless design also means that the MF10 has 270 degrees of spatial airflow with their revolutionary gyro wing. What's the best way to circulate air? Dreame asked that exact question and came up with a fan that can blow in different directions. Traditional bladeless designs only blow one way, relying on positioning and power to fully circulate air, which leads to uneven, choppy air circulation. The MF10, on the other hand, can circulate air with less force thanks to its split design. What you're getting here is something that's a lot more powerful than a traditional fan, and is also a lot more flexible too. It's also great for efficiency. With fast and even circulation, when it's hot out, it supercharges your AC, and when it's cold out, it does the exact same thing for your home heating. Now don't get me wrong, quiet and efficient airflow is great, but when you need massive cooling, Dreame has you covered with 16 times the airflow with Air Boost. And the MF10 is also an air purifier. It can circulate 40 square meters of air in just 4 minutes to refresh stagnant air. You also never need to worry about pricey air filter replacements either. The filter is washable, so no long-term running costs. Not only does the fan look cool, but will also help to keep you cool. And with summer on the way, anything that keeps you from needing to turn on that AC is a big win. If this sounds great, check out the description for more information, and thank you again to Dreame for being our biggest fan. Okay, so maybe listening to Jeffy B was in fact a mistake. However, why don't we take a closer look at exactly what Amazon has delivered? Tell ya, a lot of bull. Okay, we got ourselves the hot new PlayStation 5 special game rocker for arcade, high sensitivity and anti-skid design. What are any of those words?
What do you mean anti-skid? Like, does it protect?
Taco Bell. Well, we do have the dual sense.
Ooh.
Maybe if you stay a little far away, it looks like a dual sense, but if you get a little closer, it's got some Mad Catz vibes, I will say. And here is our 4K Game Stick Pro, which does look a little bit like a PlayStation, if you squint. I think that this is not real. I'm gonna say,
The listing that we bought it from is already gone on Amazon.
well, we're off to a good start, aren't we? So, Mr. Bolito,
Yes.
we've got two controllers. I would love to show you both of them. Unfortunately, This is my PlayStation experience.
Yeah, that's been stuck on this exact percentage for like 5-10 minutes.
Oh,
I must say that the sticks kind of feel similar to a PS. Actually, no, it's probably closer to an Xbox controller.
compared to a lot of very cheap little emulators that typically have like controllers that feel like they cost 50 cents, this one feels like it's at least 75. Whoa, is that Las Vegas? No, wait.
This is Las Vegas? Okay. Dude. Checkmate. Is it chess?
Alex, how much did we spend on our game console?
We spent $50.
Oh, that's a little bit much, actually. I would never condone buying an emulator full of illicit ROMs. However, even if you wanted to buy one, I'll just say that I know a guy who sells them on Temu for a whole lot less.
Wait, you know the guy?
The guy.
Mr. Temu?
We can all agree that the future is robots, right?
I don't want it to be.
But before we get to robots, we gotta solve the more important issue, which is the intelligence behind them. And I've heard that there is a newfangled technology called AI, which will solve all your problems.
Hey Siri, how do I get more thumbs up on Tinder?
There's no one in your contacts named Tinder.
I found no intelligence, but I did find this, the Plaud Note Pro. Oh, it's actually really small. It's like basically credit card size. Wait, 80%, okay, ready to use. Wait, already purchased a plan with your device.
So it comes with it.
Subscription, is there a subscription? Is there a subscription? $240 a year?
Did it come with it?
No! It comes with a 300-minute starter plan. There are a lot of things here. Ambient recording? Wait, so you tap and hold it and it will just listen to whatever you're talking about at all times?
I don't like that.
All right, I believe that we are recording, okay? So I'd like to welcome everybody.
To the 7th annual Overclock board meeting. I'd like to start out with Exhibit A, the biggest problem. There's a lack of jets at the company. We need to solve this. We're going to liquidate Denki and This Is, and immediately put all the assets into jet fuel, which will last roughly half a flight. Anyone have any ideas?
Burn it all down. Claim the insurance money.
We did that once before. It was, we're not recording this, right? Adriana, last thoughts? Any suggestions on how to improve profitability?
Fire Alex.
That seems like a great idea. Recording highlights. To improve profitability, it was suggested that to fire Alex because he keeps buying stingers on the company card. That's the only highlight. So shall we try to do a phone call? So do you maybe want to step out?
Yeah.
Hello, okay, you're on speaker right now, so you can hear me fine, everything's normal. I'm gonna turn on the recording mode and we'll find out what happens.
So,
Pizza, how can I help you?
hi, so I would like to order some corporate governance fraud, please.
Okay, so I do have a 1-minute file. The vibe, this is a playful and absurdist improvised roleplay scene. No, it's not! It's real corporate espionage. How do you
Figured
get-
it out.
I understand you gotta pay for like transcriptions and yada yada yada, but first of all, there are a lot of ways you can transcribe for free on your device. There are things that are kind of neat about it, but it is so expensive for the device. It does not feel like this is very useful unless you're paying a large amount of money for all the AI transcriptions, like just your phone.
Am I taking crazy pills here? Just use your phone.
Although your phone won't automatically make a chart on how you're being a evil corporate capitalist, but we already knew that anyway. So this one, I'm a little concerned about. Could you please refresh me? What was the search term for this particular item?
We searched for PC.
You know what? I love something simple. And what came back was a Dell Optiplex and a bunch of absolute nonsense. I'm gonna put on I'm gonna be a impartial and fair reviewer face for a second. And then I'm gonna take it off and make fun of this thing. This is the most like out of a doctor's office in your cubicle ass PC I've ever seen. Should I open it or should I just plug it in and find out what it is? I'm not exaggerating when I say I think it's been 45 minutes since we first turned this computer on, and it is, I think, almost done. It didn't even have any big Windows updates. It just had like a little one to do. However, I'm pretty sure that the spec they told us on the listing is accurate because when you crack this thing open, there's a little date code on here. This was built May 23rd of 2012, which is...
It's about the same age as some of our viewers.
Oh my God. Can we do another item while I wait for this to load?
My God, it's Sunday. Can we just leave?
Wait, no, I actually do have another item. I do have another item.
Oh, never mind.
It is a laser measure. It won the Good Design Award in 2021. Can I just laser things? Oh my God! Time. It is 52 minutes. Now, they were true that's Windows 11, which I will tell you, this is like 3 or 4 generations older than any processor that is supposed to be supported by Windows 11. It is in fact 16 gigabytes of DDR3, and it is a 2 terabyte WD world's slowest hard drive. We'll do this. So I'll put it on my head, and then we'll see how tall things are. So
No, bad.
yeah, you hit the button once, and then you hit it again to stop it. What, does it say I'm 7 feet tall?
It says you're 6.
Hell yeah! Here's the thing, this is great. I like this thing a lot.
Because it's lying for you.
Yeah. I think this is certified cool tech. I think this is a pile of hot garbage. I'll try to watch a video and we'll maybe listen to these speakers, but hopefully this was incredibly cheap. Okay, you know what? While I wait another 2 minutes for YouTube.com to load, how much do we pay for this PC with the mouse, keyboard, and speakers and monitor?
We paid $297.
Do not buy these ancient refurbished systems from places like Amazon. It does not make any sense. But if you actually do want to buy something like this, first of all, you don't want to pay this much for all this extra junk, but you almost certainly want to load something like a copy of like Linux Mint or something on here that will actually somewhat be usable on this level of hardware. As you can see, Windows 11 is absolutely not. All right, so now that we got all the bad items out of our system, let's take a look at some good stuff, shall we?
I got news for you, buddy.
Oh, our Gremlins gizmo. I will say, when we tried to look for gizmos on Amazon, this is not really what I thought.
We searched for fancy gizmos, and I guess...
He looks so fancy.
But the problem is, this is gonna take 1 to 2 weeks.
Okay, well, we know that patience is not your strong suit.
You've already got one! What the hell? Why does he look so f***ed up? What is wrong with him?
Our son.
Why is it all over his face?
Well,
And
because...
what happened to his rear end? What the hell? Wait, we have 2 of these?
Well, yeah.
Is this like a Martha Stewart thing? Where like I show you how to put water and butter in a pan and I reach underneath and I pull out a whole turkey?
Yeah, in fact, we have a time lapse.
Does it look cool?
I guess we'll find out in 2 seconds.
I guess if you're looking for a cool, cheeked up gremlin, then you're all ready to go. Y'all need to now take care of him because I'm gonna take no responsibility for pets, animals, or objects of any kind.
Oh no, I can't. That's nightmare fuel.
How about we get to some actual tech, shall we? So this is our Galaxy S22. This is Amazon Refurbished. Do you know what grade this phone is supposed to be?
Yes, it's an excellent.
So we've got ourselves a fresh screen protector. I'll immediately tell you that. It has a big old scratch on it already. And that looks really clean. But assuming that this is in as good a shape as it seems, should you buy yourself a Galaxy S22? The S22 is actually still pretty similar to the S26. I do in fact live in Utah. Please censor anything that might be nefarious. It also has a whole bunch of scuffs around the USB-C port, which certainly indicate to me that this has been a well-used phone. Okay, I think the hardware is good. This is pretty much what they described. How much did we pay for our Amazon renewed Galaxy S22?
We paid $170.
That's all right. The main downside here is just the simple fact that you are on a ticking time clock when it comes to software support. How much more would I have to spend to go up from an S22 to an S23 if I was sticking inside Amazon renewed?
Then that would be in the $250 range.
I think I might pay that. I actually might pay that because I think the software support alone would make me want to pay an extra, what, 70 bucks? All right, next up, we've got ourselves our smart glasses. What did I search for this one again?
It was just smart glasses.
Oh, just smart. All right, so we've got ourselves a cleaning cloth and the glasses itself, but also this, oh, good Lord. So it's a little like magnetic little charger. So normally I use the Meta Ray-Bans. One of the things I really like about these is that these glasses just drop straight in and they magnetically charge. So you just drop them in a normal size case. So not having a charging case, but actually always having to plug these things in every day is actually annoying. So put these side by side. The Meta Ray-Bans have, like, this is all speaker right here, and that's the grill. This grill is like less than the size of my pinky. It's really small. but it does look pretty similar. I will give them props. The setup process actually relatively straightforward. So it's gonna teach me how to wear my glasses. Wow. They feel very tall.
The glare is crazy.
Like, so the front button will do camera and video. The back button will just do audio. And then double click for AI quick image recognition. Okay.
In the image, I see an indoor studio or video production setup. A person appearing to be a woman with short dark hair.
Ew.
I will give them some AI in the glasses, I guess. Dang, okay. The sound is not terrible. It's a little tinny. It seems like they've got very small little speakers inside. Why don't we take some pictures and we'll see how these things stack up to the actual metas, okay? That's one photo, and I'm gonna immediately take a photo with the metas in the exact same spot. Not an enormous difference. It's really just that these glasses are way too zoomed in. Are these glasses not dog water? Can you give me an idea how much I paid for these?
We paid $75.
Okay, so if you don't care about privacy, that's pretty good. I would not tell you to buy them because I feel like it's still quite suspect to trust something like this, but it ain't that bad, man. I think we need to lighten the mood. We're too serious. Look at all these glum faces. Do you see them? Alex, what the hell did I search again?
You search for fun gadgets.
A mini archery bow. Oh, that looks kind of serious. Oh, you can hurt yourself with this. Not only is it sharp everywhere. Ooh. Practice run here. Ready, and so let's just try the tip by itself. So just a little, oh, pause pretty sharp. Okay. Did it go all the way through? Oh, it went all the way through, all right. How much do we pay for our Bowmatic 9000?
We paid $12.
Yeah, I guess it's fine for 12 bucks. Oh, it kind of looks like a Ditto face. Those are the eyes, and that's the mouth right there.
I see him.
And he always walks around like. Now, when it comes to finding some technology from good old Amazon, a classic would be a laptop. What was our search for this one? It was cheap laptop, good laptop?
Best laptop that isn't too expensive. That
Oh,
is
right.
literally what you search for.
Right, I did say that. We've got ourselves a Kaigerr. What, you might ask, is a Kaigerr? I know. So we have ourselves the gigantic laptop. Oh my good Lord. So at first glance, it looks okay, but very plasticky feeling. Just open it up and see that hinge is really stiff. For a plastic laptop, it is a chunker.
Junker, I hardly know her.
It's not super high res. It looks like it's probably like 1080p, but I believe that's IPS just based on the fact that the viewing angles are downright reasonable. So you see it's bright, a little dark, bright again. You see that? We're in. No Windows setup needed at all. I find that a lot of specifically like Chinese devices ship with Windows 11 Pro keys in a way that makes me think they probably didn't pay for that Windows 11 Pro key. I don't want to cast dispersions, but it's a little bit unusual. Actually, look, it doesn't feel good, but I was up to speed almost immediately typing on that. Let's watch a video, see what it looks like and sounds like.
2016 really big crash between
That's it.
consoles, laptops, and yes, even a gaming PC.
Those are the tiniest speakers. It sounds like a bad phone speaker. With this, my segue to telling you should probably not buy this laptop. Look, okay, it is not as bad as I feared. The spec is actually reasonable. The hardware has some deficiencies, but for the price, it's probably not crazy. But I think that's really the question. Alex, how much did I actually pay for this Kaigerr Laptop 9000?
$437.
That's too much. The problem is that at $400, as we just did a video taking a look at a selection of laptops that are below 500 bucks, you can actually get pretty good laptops at that $400 to $500 price point. Especially if you have either a student discount or the ability to stretch your budget to $600, the MacBook Neo spits in this face and it doesn't even like it.
What?
I think when you put everything together, there's not a lot of positive stuff here. I mean, some items weren't terrible, right? But I think a lot of the things we found here were just simply not really what should be at the top of a search result. This just really feels like a symptom of Amazon having way too many items that they're not vetting. Let me know what you think. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that ding button. And if you too, my friends, have found yourself tempted by that A to Z store a little bit too often, there's no judgment here. We've all done things we regret. And most of them weren't on Amazon.com, unfortunately.
Burn it all down. Claim the insurance money.